I'm Jeff of Schwartz Performance, and this is our June 2022 shop update. Let's see what we got going on. These cars around me here are almost finished, and we're test driving and getting everything adjusted and dialed in so they drive perfectly. The LT5 transplant in this 2012 six-cylinder Camaro is coming along now. We've got the dry sump tank figured out where we're going to mount it. It's kind of one of those things with 100 pounds of stuff in a 50-pound bag, so we've been mocking things up, and we think we've got it all figured out here. We've got the chassis fitted to this 69 Charger, and we're doing sheet metal work, continuing sheet metal work I should say. And we've got the trunk pan in there and the taillight panel on, and the wheelhouses have been fitted. Those will get welded next week, and then we'll get on to doing the final pieces of the back, which is the quarter panels. This Mustang project is also moving along. We still have a little bit of fitment to do on these couple of fiberglass components here, the lower and this particular headlight surround. The hood had quite a misalignment, and with those billet hinges it makes it a little difficult, so we did have to alter the mounting position of the billet hinges and adjust these gaps here. But that's pretty good now, and we just have these last little bits of adjustment, and then this should be ready for final body work and paint. We've been working on all of the custom touches on this Chevy 2 Nova here. We've got the center mounted screen inside the car, and all of these custom components, including flush door handles and vents and so forth. Most of these vents will get duplicated in carbon fiber, I'm told. We're in the process of mounting a chassis in this Mustang convertible here, and this one's also getting a Coyote engine, as you'd probably expect. Should be a fun car. This LT5 powered pickup truck is also nearing the point of final body work and paint. This one has an LT5 engine in it. We've mocked up the chrome trim, or the bright trim. It's not actually chrome, it's like a polished aluminum trim on the body there. And we're doing all the final steps of getting wiring dialed in and so forth. Well, this 69 Charger has been on hold a little bit, mainly because we're trying to locate a Elephant engine. So the Hellcat engine that's in there is going to be coming out. I believe that's a red-eye version, and we'll be putting a Elephant in there as soon as it arrives, and then we'll continue on mocking up things in the engine bay. This 78 Bandit Trans Am is now painted. This has our trademark metal fabricated fender flares on it. Those duplicate the bolt-on plastic piece, but we fabbed them from scratch and welded them onto the car. So I love that treatment, gets rid of the seam. And this one is getting the full black and gold treatment, and it's LT4 powered. It should be a pretty crazy ride. This LS3 powered Chevy 2 Nova is nearing completion. A little more test driving and dialing in, and it should be ready to go to the customer. This Volvo P1800 went down the road under its own power the first time in decades. The engine was rebuilt some time ago, and as usual when you have an engine that was rebuilt a long time ago and sat around for a while, there's a few leaks that we're addressing now. And also we needed to do a new clutch in there. The clutch didn't appear to be very good. When we had to pull that out, we discovered it. So new clutch is going in, rear main seal, and it should be shored up pretty soon. Working on wiring on this LT4 powered Mustang, and then we'll get it running and get it dyno tuned. That red 66 Charger that we looked at last month has been disassembled, and it's out for dipping process. This Monte Carlo is also getting a full build. This one is getting an LS swap and a chassis. The chassis is all done, and we're going to get started on this one next week. Some more recent arrivals. These two SLCs are here now. These are brand new, have never been driven. They're a finely engineered product from Race Car Replicas in Michigan. The entire chassis is aluminum on these cars. All the control arms are billet, aluminum. The uprights are the same thing, and it's got rocker arm type coilover setups on it. They're designed around an LS engine. I have one LS7 730 horse that I built, along with two brand new sequential Hewland transaxles, 6-speed transaxles for these cars. So both of these are for sale, and if you have any interest, please call me at the shop here. This 70 Mustang Fastback project is still available if anybody's interested in it. It could be a track car, a street car, or a combo of both. And we can put whatever engine and powertrain you so desire. Pretty cool car. It's got nice mini light looking wheels on there, and it'd be an awesome track car. This is a 1970 Thunderbird, and I love the look of these cars, mainly because of the roof line. Looks like it's a chopped top. If you look here, it is very low profile. It also has a vinyl roof on it that's like a snakeskin pattern. That was kind of a styling cue that they did during the 70s, early 70s, late 60s. Anyway, a little known fact about this car is in 1970, the first year for this body style, shortly before that, Bunky Knudsen, who was an executive at General Motors, became the president of Ford Motor Company. And during that time, he basically had the engineering department, or the design studio, which was Larry Shinoda, who he had worked with at General Motors, redesign the car and give it a little bit of a facelift. So they put the pointed nose on the front that looks very similar to a Pontiac Grand Prix. Now, me being a Pontiac enthusiast most of my life is probably why I'm attracted to this car, because it looks very un-Ford-like and actually a little more like a Pontiac. However, I do like Fords as well. But anyway, this is a really fun car. 429 cubic inch engine, had all the power that you could get back then. And it's got a little tie to General Motors through Bunky Knudsen and Larry Shinoda. But anyway, fun car to drive. And that's all we have for this month. So be sure and subscribe, and we'll see you next month for our shop update.